Missions Pulse. Know God's heart, join his mission.
I hung out with mediums, like here.
Mediums?
Mediums, yeah. And
what do you mean? Describe mediums.
well,
Fortune
the
tellers?
first time I met a medium was I joined a traditional Thai band.
Okay.
And as a young man, because I was like looking for answers, and I thought culture was the answer. So if I knew their culture songs, if I could sing a culture song, if I could say it in their cultural way, I was already thinking this way. I was never trained, but because I'm from Samoa,
Yeah. And
I have
cultural already.
there's a real strong Samoa, real strong way of Samoa, and that's how we express ourselves as Christians. And so I was like, oh, just if it's a Thai way, because Thai people are very in Thailand. You're proud to be Thai.
Yeah.
You've never been conquered. You have an amazing history. It's great. I think it's a good thing to be proud of your nation. But I joined them, and it's all older people, grandpas, grandmas of the village, and they're like, why are you joining? Oh, I just love the song. I just love the salah. I can play it.
I do. I learned how to play it. It's called the erhu in Chinese.
Oh, Arlen. Okay.
Yeah, the erhu. And I learned how to play that.
And we went on tour.
Pipa.
Yeah.
Gourd windpipe.
So we went on tour. We were on a float. I was in the middle. They make sure I'm the big, huge guy, like young guy in the middle playing the song. And
dude, I want to see photos of that somewhere.
Yeah, there is photos, and I'm wearing because I'm tall, and they gave me the and it's like shorts. They were shorts.
Oh no!
And my belly, it's like up here. My belly. I was like, it was fun.
Your short skirts are on.
But after practice one day, we were chatting and eating some snacks and stuff, and this little kid walked in, and he was like wearing like underwear, and he just looked strange, and he was just like looked like he was maybe 7, 8, and he just walked, and he had his thing in his eye, or like a look in his eye, and he just started walking straight like to the leader of our group, and everybody just like was like this. Everybody was like this. Yeah, and he just sat like a few inches away from his face and just started telling him what to do in his little kid voice, and just stood up, walked out, and everybody just acted like it was nothing. And I was like, who is that? Oh, he's like, oh, that's the medium of our village.
Okay, this is a completely different picture of what I had in mind when you said medium. I'm thinking fortune teller. You go in.
No, so this is where I was like, because I was really into the Buddhist way of bridging the gospel, but I realized most people don't even believe in it. Most people don't know. Even though Thailand is Theravada Buddhism, which is the closest to Prince Siddhartha's original thought, as they say. It's not Tibetan Buddhism, right? It's not the Buddhism we have in China, which is mixed with Confucianism. But still, it's very otherworldly. Well, the idea, even like my assumptions of things were so Greek, because there is not a debating culture in Buddhism. So people aren't talking theology. What people are doing are just chanting
and praying for lucky
and just reading text.
On maybe the layman's terms in Buddhism, I went with a friend who took us. This was
layman's term, probably.
Well, I'm thinking. She just said, I want to take you to the Buddhist temple. We were here for 6 months. We've been here for 6 years now, but 6 months or so, and we went into the temple. I'd been to a few, of course. There's 560 or 600 temples in Chiang Mai alone.
Yeah. It's hard to count
every corner. But she took us in, and I'm trying to be respectful. It's clearly a religious ceremony, and Kara, my daughter's running around barefoot. She's just playing, and our friend hands me her phone and said, I'm going to go talk to the elder monk and bow before him and pray for luck. And so can you take a photo of me when I'm doing that? And I was very staunch and aiming my camera, and she goes down, bows before him, puts her head on the ground, looks up, and then goes and poses for a picture with her fingers up. I'm like, so I snapped this photo, and it was this bizarre introduction to not really that deeper religious, pious hunger for true religion, but it was like I need a good Instagram image.
Uh-huh.
And so there she was, and she did her deed, and it was done. Karma was appeased, perhaps in some small way, and then.
Yeah.
But it gave me this glimpse into what you're saying, that not everybody is just deeply.
Well, like there's this thing called the sinha. The sinha is just the base. It's basically a mirror law based on like even 10 commandments. You don't kill. Don't be drunk. There's just different things like that. Not many people know. Like, do you know the sinha? Some people like just get to number 3. They don't even know the full sinha. So, in many ways, it's not what is said; it's what's practiced.
Yeah, okay.
That's what people believe. And so,
That's
my observation was, oh, we're Buddhists. They're Buddhists. They're Buddhists. But are they? What does that mean?
Well, especially when this little kid medium walks in, and what happens after that? I mean,
he said I forgot what he said to the instructions, but I was like, but at the time I was like a teenager, 19 or something, and I mean, as a young person, this is the struggle. When you're trying to reach an older person, you're trying to introduce and share something with them, they'll treat you younger.
Yes. So
I was a student, and I just felt like he was never, like these guys were, all that grandma and grandpas just treated me as a grandkid. Like, so I was frustrated because I was like, I wanted them to really respect what I had to say and like really listen, like this will change your life. But they're like, oh, you're just so cute. Oh, you're not up, you little. And that was my frustration I was like praying my prayers. And when this kid came in, I just heard the voice of God, just like, God just spoke to me. He's like, it doesn't matter who you are. It matters who you represent. And if you have enough power, like people will bow.
Yeah. Wow.
And I said, because look at this kid. It goes to show. It was a kid in underwear. But because he represented a Lord, a power, and he said, and you have the greatest of all power.
Yeah.
So you just got to tap into it.
Missions Pulse. Know God's heart, join his mission. This podcast is powered by Within Reach Global. Subscribe, watch, and listen on YouTube today. Visit missionspulse.com.